Hello. Hello, people. So I'm going to try to make some money in this live stream. I'm not doing free readings today. I will do free readings again in the future, but for now, I'm not doing any for free. I'm just going to try to make some money. So starting now, I'm just going to be quiet and all right. Hi. Sorry, I'm kind of in a daze right now. I don't know how long ago you commented, but hello. Um Last name ever, first name greatest. Hello. Um I don't did you used to go by a different name? Cuz your username right there I don't really recognize. Um anyway. Hey, SNS. Um, once in a while I go live and I just don't offer the free readings. Um, I don't really have the spirit today to do it for free. Right now I'm just trying to make money. I do the free readings a lot, just not today. Um, how are you doing? Are you all right? I just had a really creepy experience when I was taking a shower. I I can't even describe like what happened, but I was in the shower cleaning myself up, and it was almost like, I mean, I can't even like describe what happened to me, but it was like um I was just kind of getting things weird, just creepy, fucking scary. I thought I was having some kind of stroke. Uh, I can't even describe what that even was, but it just freaked me out. Terrified the shit out of me, man. I thought the end had fucking come. But I'm kind of better now. Still like kind of traumatized from what just happened, but a little traumatized from it, but I'm kind of a little better now. I'm gonna go get my tobacco. Hang on. I thought I put it next to me. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. My life is getting weird. I'm actually going to I have a couple things here. I have my book of magic and a blank notebook, and I'm gonna brainstorm some ideas of some really ways I could make this book positive and nicer. Um, yeah. Just oh, do you have any ideas? I don't know if anybody's watching me. It says that there's 0 people watching, but sometimes that's not even right. Um, do you guys have any ideas of like witchy things or things that are really positive that I could write down in my book of magic? Like, practices or spells. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave it. Um, I feel like terrified right now. I don't feel good. Um, you know what? I'm gonna pull some tarot cards. If anybody's watching, I'm gonna check in with the other side, and I'm gonna pull some cards just to get a sense of kind of what's going on with me right now. I'm really just hoping these cards make me feel a little better, But I mean, for all I know, this could scare me even more. I'm just going to get a sense of like, maybe just a message about like kind of what this is right now. Well, the death card came up. I will say, it was kind of a fear of death that I'm having. I mean, besides the death card, these other cards aren't even really that bad. I don't know. This is making me feel a little better, but I feel like death is like breathing down my neck right now. I can't describe what's going on with me, but I'm like horrified. Can someone say something nice to me? Please, for the love of God, someone say something to me. Please. Please. Hey. I literally think that there was just a demon in my bathroom. I swear to God, I was just taking a shower, and I think perception is the word I would use, but I was just getting things really fucking weird, and I was filling with like this weird panic type thing. And at one point in the shower, I closed my eyes while I continued to like wash myself because I was just I don't know. I don't know. But it was just whatever the fuck that was, it scared the shit out of me. And I immediately started saying like spells that I thought would make I mean, the spells did make me feel better. Um, God. I mean, for all I know, that was just some kind of like because of my diagnosis, like I have this weird psychiatric problem. It could be that. Um, I don't know. Please, for the love of God, someone talk to me. Talk to me. I need someone to say something nice to me, please, right now. I could really use positive stuff. Someone. Actually, I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. I don't use this deck hardly ever. But I'm just wondering if there's something I could do, or maybe if there's some way I could approach um, my feelings right now. If something could, like, if something could make me feel better. actually got like a creepy card. Coupable. This is my French deck. It's not really like an elaborate thing at all. It's just each of these cards has a word on it in French. This is the word for guilty. It's kind of a negative thing. I mean, I don't know if this is talking about that the reason this is happening to me is because I feel guilty about something, or maybe someone else is guilty of doing something bad to me. I mean, either way, it's kind of a creepy thing to look at. Thanks a lot, French deck. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll burn some incense. I will burn this one. Good thinking. I like this one. This is Palo. What is it? Santo and Sage is the name of the scent. I like this one. A cord cutting. I have plenty of cord. I could do something like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that incense for now. Oh, Goldilocks, while you're here, do you have any, I want to brainstorm and try to get some ideas for things to write down in my book of magic. I want them all to be things that are positive, just delightful and lovely things to write down in my book. And if you have any ideas of like things I could do, or they could be like spells or practices, or just really whatever you can think of that's just positive and nice, just good energy, feel free to give me some ideas. I have my notebook and a pen, and I want to write some stuff down. I need a doctor. I love ice water. I need a psychiatrist is what I fucking need. Actually, what I should do, likely what's going on with me, well, see, I don't know. I should do some kind of karma spell. Just put that energy out there. And maybe try to get revenge. I mean, the truth is, I don't know if this is just part of my disability or if it's something like coming from some kind of evil witch. It's for sure got to be one of those two things. I don't know which one. So, Vicky. Vicky, I'm not doing free readings right now, but I will be doing free readings many more times in the future, God willing, if I'm not dead. I'm gonna open up my balcony door, let in some fresh air. It's so chilly today. I mean, it's seasonable today, but um, we had like 2 or 3 days in a row of like really delightful weather, and I kind of got spoiled by it. But now we're back to like mid 40s and stuff, and but within a month or two, it'll probably be a lot nicer out. Yeah. Um, well, right. No, I got what you meant. I mean, that's definitely good thinking. Yeah, I think like putting out like curses and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I think it's very natural and normal for somebody to like want revenge on someone. I mean, if you honestly think that like you're being fucked with somehow, it is normal to want revenge, but I don't know if that's just kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what that does. I mean, I don't know. Whatever I'm dealing with. I mean, right now it's not even there anymore. Like right now, I'm kind of like I'm feeling better. But whatever happened to me a few minutes ago, it might not necessarily have been demonic, or it might not have been an evil witch thing. It might not even have been like because of my disability. It could have just been just bad energy or something. I mean, that's always a possibility that there was just some kind of lingering negative energy somewhere or somehow. Um, I think like not, I think there is like negative energy that doesn't necessarily come from an evil will. Like it makes sense to me that there does exist like energies. It's not, they're negative and they're unpleasant to like get wrapped up in, but it's not necessarily coming from some evil will. Like just because, for example, what's like an example? Like a plant. Like say for instance, there's a plant that's poisonous. You know, it's if I ate it, it would be like negative energy. Like it's negative energy to me, but it's not that the plant is like evil. It just kind of the way it affects me is like the way it affects my spirit is just a negative thing. But another animal might thrive on that plant. That might be another animal's like main source of food. So what's hurtful and negative to me could be beneficial for something else. So to that other thing, it's actually positive energy. You know what I mean? It makes sense that maybe it could have just been some kind of like energy that I interacted with that just isn't good for me. That maybe, who knows, someone else might have thrived off of. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming from some wicked heart. You know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, not really. The whole energy vampire thing, not really. I mean, there are people definitely. I actually just yesterday on my cell phone, I blocked a couple people that I'll probably talk to them again in the future. Knowing myself, I probably will. But just for now, I think it's a good idea to kind of like block them and just create some kind of wall and some kind of distance between me and them. Just because they're two people that really just make me feel kind of shitty, you know. But and it might be this might be like more of a me problem than so much a them problem. But until I somehow get better in myself, I just can't like interact with those people. Hi, Linda. So I'm not doing free readings right now, but I will be doing free readings again in the future. So stay subscribed. Anyway. Oh, I have lovely news. So yesterday I went on my tablet and I went on Amazon and I bought a couple juniper bonsai trees. They're just like little ones. I bought 2 of them and I'm going to put them on my balcony. I have a table out on my balcony that I want to put them on. I'm really excited to get those. I bought a couple a few years ago. One of them lived for a couple years, and the other one died within the first year. The one that died the first year, I think it was because I kept it in my apartment, and I think those types of trees need to be outside during the winter. So I think that's the reason that one died. The other one lived for a couple years, but that ended up dying too. I don't know why, probably because I didn't water it enough or something. But I want to give it a second try, and I want to get a couple more of those and just be like really on top of like watering them and trying to like pamper them. So that's exciting. I'm excited to get those. I kind of wonder about plants, you know? Like, I feel like plants are like spirits. I think it's some type of being in some kind of bizarre way. I really think that. I guess I really don't know what a plant is, but it's kind of a wild thought to when you're kind of coming from the perspective of like a witchy person to like think about what a plant is. It's like it's so like wild to think about what it actually might be. Um, I don't know. I have no clue. I certainly would like to think that they are like some type of being or something. Um, I don't know, like something special, something weird and special. I would certainly hope that's true about them, you know, because like if you talk to like a doctor or someone who's super like sciency and stuff like that, I don't imagine they think that plants have feelings. They probably don't think that plants have feelings or any type of spirit. So I kind of don't. I mean, if I asked a person like that, I don't even know what they would say it is. They would say it's just like a structure of matter. I think that's all they would say. It's like to them, there's like no difference between like a crystal and a plant because it's really just a structure of energy, apparently, without any feelings or anything like that. So that's what I think they would say about it, which is, I mean, they could be right. I don't know. But I would certainly like to think that there's some kind of special things. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they do or don't, but I certainly love the idea that they're like some kind of like being. And honestly, like when I'm like I have so many plants in my apartment, and when I'm like watering them and when I'm pruning them and looking at them and touching them, I honestly do get this sense that it's like a being. Like I really do kind of feel like there's something really special about it. Um, I don't know if that means anything, but I certainly think that it kind of is something, something like really just magical and wonderful. I think well, no. I was about to say I think I might shut my balcony door, but I think I'll actually keep it open. Um, I'm just getting a little chilly. My feet are getting cold. But it's kind of comforting me to hear the cars going by out on the street. And, the fresh air is nice. I do that every day. Even if it's like below zero outside, I will still open my balcony door and let in fresh air. Um, it's part of my morning rituals. Like I wake up in the morning. The very first thing I do is probably take a piss, but then I will go into my kitchen and start a pot of coffee. And then I go in my living room, I turn on all my lamps, and then I'll drink 2 cups of coffee while watching TV. And then I brush my teeth. I use mouthwash. I wash my face with cold water, no soap, just cold water, a few times, and then dry it with a cloth. And then I make myself a cup, a big this thing actually. I fill my tumbler up with ice water, and I do any dishes, any cleaning that has to be done, I'll do it at that time. And then after I'm done cleaning, when I feel like things are clean and clear, I will burn a nice hunk of sage. And while the sage is burning and the smoke is spreading through the space, I open up my balcony door um, just to get things like flowing. I do it every morning. That's literally like I'm a very predictable person. It's what I do every single morning. By the way, I do wash my face with soap sometimes, not often. Um, but I usually just wash my face with water. I don't know. I like the fantasy of that way more. I mean, I love soap. Obviously, I use soap in the shower. But if I'm just washing my face, and plus my face is kind of sensitive, I like washing it with soap all the time. My skin would get fucked up. Hi, Tia. Hello. Welcome. That's a good idea. Goldilocks. I do like that. I think there are like one or two spots in this book where there is some like plant matter. I think one page has a little piece of dried rosemary from my little rosemary bush that I have, and on another page, I think there's some type of like purple flower. But that's actually a good idea. I should put a little bit more in here. At least in a couple other spots, have like some flower petals or something. Oh, okay, Tia. Tia, tell me about it. Let me know. Okay, I'm listening. Doodle bop bop. I'm not doing free readings right now, but come back another time because in the future I will be doing many more free readings. But just for this live stream, I'm not doing any for free. Okay. So he likes you, clearly. I mean, if he's willing, if he has the desire to make things work, then he clearly likes you. See, I feel like the reason you're telling me this is because I must have given you a reading about him. Um, I'm assuming. I can't remember what I said about it. So Tia, what did I say? What did I say was going on, or what did I say would happen, or something? Um, oh, okay. I was right. Fuck yeah. I love being right. Yes. Yes. Oh, I love to hear that because I'm not always right. Sometimes I am way off. Interesting. But Tia, how are you feeling about it? Do you want to like do you want to I mean you said that he wants to work things out or he wants to work on things, but do you want to work on things? Or are you kind of on the fence about it for some reason? I mean, how are you feeling about it? You're a little on the fence. Okay. Well, the thing is, it's harder for, I mean, it just makes perfect sense that, like, it's harder to read your own tarot cards because you kind of, I mean, to me, it kind of makes sense that I think it's just in the nature of a witch to kind of try to see the best in things and kind of like wishful thinking. So if I pulled, I mean, I do read for myself, but if I was trying to get like super specific things to come to me, I'd be kind of paranoid that it's just like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I would be like seeing like what I want to see and not necessarily what I don't know. I don't know. It's certainly better to, I mean, it's delightful to get readings from another person. Just the whole experience is delightful. It's kind of intimate. It's like nice, connecting with other people. Um, I definitely like that. So I just got a payment from Doodle Bop Bop. So Doodle Bop Bop, do you? I'm just gonna call you Doodle. Um, do you want me to answer the question you already asked? Is that still the same question you want answered? Okay, so let me see what the question was. Let me scroll back up. Um, how does my ex? Does it say Allie? Yeah. How does my ex Allie feel towards me, Emma? Okay. How does your ex Allie feel towards you? Let's see what comes up. Okay. Doodle, you want to know about your ex Allie's feelings towards you. I'll pull 3 cards. I always pull an uneven number of cards. So Doodle, it doesn't look good. I think, you know, I'm getting the sense from these cards that your ex kind of feels hurt and betrayed by you. Um, I don't know if I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I think that's kind of the sense I'm getting from these cards. It's kind of a negative looking reading. Something I feel confident about is that like the way she feels about you is kind of negative in nature. Um, and there's a theme in the cards that kind of makes me think of the energy of like betrayal. Um, like Allie honestly believes that you kind of did something wrong or in some way not fair to her. Um, or at least she was there to witness something you did. It seems like hurt feelings. Um, I mean, Doodle, I don't know if you've ever talked to her about it, because I also do kind of get a sense that I kind of get the sense that the situation could be fixed. Um, and because I do still kind of feel an openness in some strange way. Like, even though she feels kind of negatively about you, I still kind of think that, I mean, it's probably not a good idea for you two to date again. But I mean, I think it's always kind of a nice, lovely thing to just like make good with people. Like, if there's anyone that you're kind of having beef with, or if there's any kind of negative thing in your connection. I mean, even if you're not going to date, it's probably just a lovely thing to do to just like see if you can just be cool with each other and make some kind of peace. I mean, with some people are really fucked up, and there's no way to ever like fix that. But I think what happens a lot in life, and I know this is true just from being alive and making my own mistakes. I think sometimes, like, two people, even though they might have been mean to each other and did fucked up stuff, it's not necessarily that anybody's completely a bad person. So there's still this potential to kind of mend like the relationship between people. It's always better to kind of be cool with someone and have someone on your side than just to have bad blood with somebody. Okay. But to answer your question, it seems kind of negative. And by kind of, I mean this reading is completely negative. But nothing I'm not getting the sense of hate. It's not hatefulness, um, but it is feeling hurt and betrayed. And this is what I'm looking at, if you're curious. Now, and you just said that she betrayed you and you never betrayed her. So I'm not kind of sure what, I don't know. Um, but thank you very much again for the money. I appreciate it. I haven't made money doing tarot in like a week now. I've gone live several times, but I just haven't been making money. It's a fucking bummer. Bummer. My tablet just made a noise. I'm gonna go on my phone. I think I just got a payment from somebody. All right, I just got a payment. Oh, it's Synthesized Souls. Hello, Synthesized Souls. I just got your payment on the thing. So $13. That's 5 is 1, 7 is 2, 9 is 3, 11 is 4, 13 is 5. Okay. So So Synthesized Souls, welcome, and thank you very, very much for the donation, or the payment, I should say. Um, oh, wait a minute. I'm getting scared. That can't be right. Oh, thank you very much. I just got that so weird. So I'm gonna start with so Goldilocks sent a payment too. So I think the way I'm gonna do this, because Synthesized Souls paid for 5 questions, and I try to kind of go at least a little in depth with each question just to make the experience really good for you. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go back and forth between the two of you, if you're okay with that, just so I'm not keeping one person waiting too long. Um, so Goldilocks, I'll do 4 questions if you want. Um, and thank you both very much. So Synthesized Souls is, so Goldilocks, feel free to drop a question. I'm going to go back and forth between the two of you. Is traveling to Europe, the Netherlands in August a good idea? Ooh, fun. Okay. Am I so corny? Even the sound of that place, like the name of it, like the Netherlands, just sounds like it'd be like a cool place. Is that the name of a country, or is that like, no, it's a country, right? Yeah. It's a cool name. Anyway, so let me see. Is traveling to the Netherlands in August a good idea? Let me see what comes up. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards for this question. And you say your ex is there. So, Synthesized Souls, at first glance, it seems kind of like, just looking at these cards from afar, it kind of seems like it's a bad idea. But because I think the sense I get is that, because the Netherlands, I feel like I've heard of people vacationing there before, so it can't be, it must be like a cool place to just visit. But it must have to do with maybe the reason you want to go there. You know, I guess the sense I get is that, like, I think it's actually going to be kind of hard for you if you go there. I think that you're going to have to deal with some maybe unpleasant feelings, but at the same time, I actually think it's important that you do this because I think it's going to help start the process of some kind of healing journey or something that will benefit you in the long run. Kind of like if you have like if you have like a bad flu or something and you have to drink that disgusting like syrup, it's very unpleasant to have to like drink that, but it does help in the long run, that kind of a thing. So I don't know why you're going there, but it seems like your time spent there is going to be kind of not an easy thing. It seems like going there, it's going to be kind of unpleasant. It's going to be sort of an unpleasant thing, but at the same time, it's kind of something that you almost should do, I guess, because maybe it's something that you just have to do in order for something better to happen or something. That is the sense I get. This is what I'm looking at. So the Ace of Cups is really the only positive card in this spread. These other two cards, it's kind of not a great looking spread, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. The Ace of Cups, sometimes it can mean a new relationship, and the way I read the cards and what the cards are symbols of to me, the Ace of Cups could also be the beginning of a healing journey or something that you just kind of have to do to kind of like fix some kind of problem, whether it's physical or spiritual. All right. That is my answer. So I think my answer to you is you should go, you should do this, but it's not going to be the most delightful thing that you do. Like it's going to be kind of, it's going to hurt somehow. That is my guess. So actually, I only need one question, just a general reading. I have no interest in knowing what my exes are up to. Okay. So Goldilocks, I think since you only want me to answer one question, and you did pay me $10, I'll pull like 7 cards. I usually only pull 3. Sometimes I pull 5, but I'm gonna pull some more for you just to kind of make this at least $10 worth of a question. You know what's interesting? So I pulled 7 cards, and I didn't even realize this until now, but I have the Ace, the 2, and the 3 of Cups. Those are the only cups that showed up in the reading, and they're all kind of in sequence. Um, well, Goldilocks. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't know if you actually said your name, but oh, you did actually. I think you said your name's Alicia. I feel like something that's been going on with you, because I'm seeing a card here that talks about epiphanies, realizations. Um, and also maybe some relationships not working out, meeting new people, and the people kind of disappoint you. Um, well, I mean, I get the sense that Goldilocks, or I should say Alicia, I do see that you do like your life. The way things are right now, you really find it nice. Um, maybe you're having a little trouble with maybe some relationships, people disappointing you. Um, but I also think I think even though things are, I would say, pretty decent for you right now, not perfect, but things are pretty decent for you right now. I think it's time to kind of try new things and kind of get outside of yourself a little bit. Um, you know, kind of let go a little bit. Just kind of let go, and embrace trying new things and going new places, and even embrace um, like you know um, changing your character a little bit. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your character or just the way you are, but maybe embrace like just kind of going outside of yourself and what you normally do and the way you would normally approach things. Maybe just spice that up a little bit. Um, and obviously, like not everyone is like not every person is pleasant to be around. Um, because I feel like something that's kind of in your life right now, or something that's kind of a vibe here, is people kind of meeting new people, having high hopes, and then they kind of disappoint you with some kind of behavior they display. Um, I guess just try to give you some kind of encouraging message here is that just because some people are kind of disappointing, it doesn't mean that's how everybody is. There are like a lot of lovely people in the world. And I think I said this during the live stream yesterday, but there really is like a spectrum to that. Like some people are just nightmares to be around. Some people are nightmares sometimes to be around. They have good days and bad days. And some people are just absolutely wonderful people that just absolutely never disappoint you. Some people are nuts. Some people are very sane and level headed. Don't allow bad people to make you think that everyone's bad. Don't lose faith in the don't lose faith that there are good people in the world, because there are a lot of really wonderful, just lovely, normal people. Um, but I also kind of get the word messy comes to mind. Um, I'm going to wrap this up in a second, but the reading is a little bit kind of all over the place, sort of, and kind of messy. Um, some things are good, some things are bad, but you know, not exactly the worst spread I've ever seen. And there's also a guy in your life. I feel like there's a man in your life, and this is the last thing I'll say. I feel like there's a man in your life who you are having a really hard time getting this man to do what you want him to do. And, just remember that, like, people follow their hearts and people follow their desires. So just remember, it's like whoever this man is, what he's doing is coming from a place in his heart of his own will and desire. And that's like an impossible thing to change about a person. Um, some people you just can't change. And maybe try to I would say, give up on that. And if it's the situation where you have to be around this person, just accept this person for who he is, because his behavior is not going to change. All right. So, the synthesized souls. What is your next question? By the way, I'm not doing free readings today. I will be doing free readings many more times in the future. But just for today, I'm not doing free readings. The reason I'm reading for these people is because they paid me. They sent me cashola. Okay, so is my ex YVS? Is that what that says? Is my ex YVS wanting a reconciliation? Let me see. Okay, does your ex want? So I think, you know what? The way I'm going to put this in my head when I draw the cards is what I'm really after is how your ex feels about you. When the thought of you crosses her mind, what does it make her feel? You know what I mean? Because if I can know how she feels about you, then that kind of answers the same question. Because if I'm seeing a lot of, well, it just depends what comes out, determines what I'm going to say. All right. So Synthesized souls. I do think she still likes you. Not romantically, though. The sense I get from the cards is that she does, like, when the thought of you crosses her mind, it's kind of, I get a good sense about, like, she feels good about you, but not in like a romantic way. I do get the vibe that she wants to get to, she does have the desire in her heart to spend time with you, not romantically, but she wants to spend time with you, um, working on things. I also kind of, although at the same time, I don't think, so I think what I'm saying is like, there's definitely potential that the two of you could get along. And there's definitely potential that if you were to contact her, I think there would be good energy back and forth between the two of you. Like I said, I don't think she wants a romantic relationship, but I think she does want to be friendly with you. And I also get the sense she wants, if you, I don't think she's going to make the first move towards you. I think you would have to call her or text her or something. But I think after you guys get to talking, I almost get the sense that she would kind of, um, she would, there's something she, at some point after you guys spend some time talking, I think she would propose something to you that, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but there's like something that she would want to do with you. And I think it has something to do with making money, some kind of business venture or some kind of collaboration with something. Because I know you have your YouTube channel and you create content and stuff. I get the sense that she would want to collaborate with you in some kind of way. I don't know if it's YouTube or because I don't know what she does, but I get the sense that she's somehow kind of has an entrepreneurial type vibe too. Because I think there's something she wants to bring you in on. If you two were to start talking, at some point she would want to try to bring you in on some kind of like business type venture or something. Okay, so to answer your question, I don't think she wants a relationship again romantically, but I think she's definitely wants to be your friend. So does that even sound vaguely right? Will I meet my soulmate? I am manifesting since last year on or before June. Okay. Okay, so you've been trying to manifest a soulmate. This is kind of a weird looking reading. Look at these cards I just pulled. It's kind of strange. I have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. 2 5s and a 4. I mean, I don't. Okay, so I don't really see that happening before June, but I also do kind of get the sense also that it has some, because I think love is, okay, so the sense I get is that love is the potential for love and romance is literally always around you, and it's always like right there. The potential for it is always right there. But I think this has more to do with kind of like the way that you practice romance or something, because I the sense I get from these cards is I don't see you finding your soulmate before June, but at the same time I think that it has more, it's not because you're, it's, I think it has more to do with the fact on your end there are things that you're not doing, for example, reaching out to people, or um I don't know. Like, I feel like wonderful potential mates are totally in your grasp already, like every day, but for some reason you're not like going and seeking it or something. I don't know if it's that you're not seeking it, but you're just not like making a move towards that. So is the sense I get. Because I think what's going to happen is you're going to continue down the path that you're on now. And I think if you keep going about, I think if you keep going about it the same way, I don't see it happening. Although there is a good card here that talks about, um, like, um, maybe this is still a time in your life where maybe getting more in touch with yourself anyway. Um, but synthesized souls, like there's so many things you could do. Like you could do, because I know you like women, so like you could go to speed dating type things. You could go to, it's like a gay bar on lesbian night when they have like, um, what do they call it? I know there's like a word for it. It's like singles night where singles go and meet each other. I mean, I just feel like there are so many things that you could do that you're just not doing right now. I mean, there are all kinds of avenues you could go down, and the sense I get is you're literally standing in front of all of these doors that lead to love, and you're just not walking through any of them. Is the sense I get. I mean, does that sound right, or have you been pursuing it like crazy? I don't know. No, I understand that because like clubs and bars, it kind of draws a certain type of person, which, I mean, you could always meet a wonderful person at a bar or a club, but you are right. I guess the odds are the person you end up meeting would be a little crazy somehow, probably. Not always, but probably. But there has to be other things you could do, because I feel like there are definitely things you could be doing that you're not doing. It doesn't even have to. I just wonder if there are other resources that you could be using besides like online dating stuff. Which even then, I think the online dating thing, I don't know. But anyway, oh, okay. Oh, see, I got confused because you said you met someone online, but it wasn't like a dating site. I guess it was must have been some other type of thing. Will I sell my property this spring? I am struggling to sell it and move. I lowered the price now without using a realtor. Okay. Will I sell my property this spring? So you want to know about selling your property. Oh, yikes. I don't think you're going to sell it this spring. These cards don't really look very good, but I'm kind of if it's not I'm just wondering because if it's not going to be this spring, then I'm going to pull three more cards to get a sense of actually when. If not this spring, then when? I mean, also the sense I get because your question was about your property, and these are three cards. They're all in reverse, and actually, every last one of them, if you ask most readers, these are like very suspicious cards. So it almost makes me feel like something, I don't know, something really fishy is going to happen with this property. Nothing, I mean, nothing that's the end of the world, but I don't know, like, I couldn't even imagine what that could be, but it seems something fishy. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you read tarot cards yourself. This is what I'm looking at when you asked me if you're going to sell it this spring. This is seven. Yeah. Seven of Swords, the Tower, and the Moon all in reverse. It's just a very fishy, there's something very fishy about that. But let me see. Um, Let me see. Because if not in the spring, then when? I mean, looking at these cards, I mean, you definitely will sell the house or I don't know if it's a house, but the property. I just assume it's a house, but it might not even be that. I think what I'm seeing is probably around. like October, sometime in like the middle of fall, in the middle of autumn. I'm thinking like October, but it could be like early November or something, or like mid-November. I don't know. There's something. I also kind of get the sense that, like, I don't know, never mind. But I also get the sense that, like, whoever buys this property, they're not doing you any favors. They're buying it because it's something that they honestly want or need. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why I'm even saying that to you, but I feel like that's something I should say to you right now. Um, it's not a favor they're doing for you. It's because they need it or want it. Um, I'm not sure if that's going to be something helpful in the future, but so what is your fifth question? Okay, I met a straight woman last year. We have communicated on and off during Super Bowl. She asked me out twice yet we have not gone on a date yet. She has two kids and she needs a babysitter. Okay. Okay. Will I date this woman or should I forget about it? All right. Will you date this woman? Will you date this woman? I'm not chasing anyone. I attract. I do not chase. Okay. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Will I date this woman? Will you date this woman or should you forget about it? Let's see what comes up. Well, I think you are going to date her. Um, the sense I get is that I think you are going to date her. And like you just said, you're not chasing anyone, you attract. So, with that being said, I think she is going to put in effort to meeting you. Because you just said yourself, you're not going to chase her. You're not going to put in all the work to be with her. And that's not who you are, and you're not going to do that. So what the case must be is that I think going forward, you're going to find that she does show more effort in pursuing you, because that's the only way it'll happen for you. I think the two of you will get together, and I think you'll have an okay relationship for a little while. It'll be kind of nice. I think it's going to be a little too complicated, because this is kind of a complicated looking reading. And also, I think you're going to find that she's a little bit of a shady person. I think you're going to see like red flags in her. This isn't, I mean, I think you will date her, and it'll be all right for a little while. You're going to enjoy your time with her, and maybe it'll add some spice into your life for a little while. But I think you're just going to find her too complicated. And there's going to be things that she does or says that kind of turn you off a little bit. Things that you find kind of shady. Because in a spread like this, I have the Seven of Swords in reverse came up again. And that's usually a red flag that there's something a little bit shady about this person. Now, this isn't, if she was like super shady, then I think this reading would look a little different. I think she's just one of those people. It's not that she's not the devil. She's not like the princess of all darkness, but she is kind of a little bit problematic and a little shady. There are things about her personality that are just kind of not even right. And I think you're going to catch on to that, and you're just not even going to want to be with her. But I think, with that being said, I think you will date her, and you are going to benefit from dating her somehow. I think you're going to learn something from it, or you're going to teach her something. I don't know which one it is. Either she's going to teach you something, or you're going to teach her something. But there's going to be something good that'll come out of it. Basically, I'm just telling you that, like, even though I kind of don't think it's going to work out between the two of you, I think you should still go forward with it when she starts to pursue you more. I would go along with it and just have fun with it. Like, this is not going to be like your soulmate, but it's going to be like a lovely thing to just kind of, you know, I think it's a good idea just to kind of have an experience with her. Yeah, now that you say that, I'm going to go back and look. I feel like I kind of don't know what that means, but I feel like I didn't. Did I even give you like one single? Oh, yeah. I think the only somewhat positive thing I said was about your XYVS. I don't know what that means. Um, hmm. I'm sorry. I wonder. Well, I will say, well, I guess I I will say that a lot of the readings I gave you, it might not be what you wanted to hear, but at the same time, none of it was like what I would call tragic. You know what I mean? Except the only thing that looked really kind of concerning was when you asked about your house being sold in the spring. And I said I didn't think so. That those the cards that I got, all I only pulled three for that question, and it was a very fishy looking reading. But everything else, though it might not have been what you wanted to hear, nothing about that other stuff was like horrible or tragic. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is when you something about your property. I don't like I said, I don't know if it's a house or what kind of property it is. But there's kind of very fishy looking cards that came up for that. All three of them were like fishy. And that like never happens. I mean, that could be it. Yeah. I don't know. You live in Florida, right? I think you said. I'm trying to remember where you live, and I know it's like somewhere where it's like hot, like very warm weather, I think, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, yeah, I was right. Okay, Florida. Yeah. God, I hope someday things are different in my life because I want to buy a house so badly. I would love to have my own house with just a little bit of land. Not a ton of land, but just a little bit. Just to have a little garden and oh, it would be like I would turn, I'm a gay guy, so everything has to be fabulous. Oh, if I had my own house, it would just be like the coolest fucking house ever. Like if I ever owned my own house, you would walk into my house and literally you would think some kind of like gypsy witch lives there. The way I would like set it up. 7 acres, that's a lot. Right. Well, I think you definitely will sell it. So maybe not as soon as you would hope, but I mean, don't worry too much about it. I mean, what I said was like sometime in like the middle of fall. Um, but I mean, I don't know. If that's just honestly the way things happen in the world, then I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about it, and maybe you'll sell a lot sooner. But I'm absolutely confident that the place will get sold. So where are you thinking of moving to? Do you want to stay in Florida or do you want to completely I know you said somewhere like new and fresh, but in Florida? Yeah. I like Florida. It's pretty. I live in Massachusetts. I've been to Florida many times and it is so different. It is so different than where I live. Just like the nature there, the trees, the environment, the way the roads are. It is like going to a different planet. Oh, you're from Chicago. I feel like you might have told me that before, but I don't remember. Chicago. Yeah. I love the United States because it's such a cool country when you think about it because just environmentally there's like so many different things. You have like the plains, you have mountains, places that are kind of jungly. There are places that are like forests, deserts. Like there's whatever any kind of nature you can imagine is in America. It's awesome. I've never been to Chicago. I almost went. Well, I didn't almost go, but I had the opportunity to go like a year ago, like a year and a half ago. Wait a minute. No, this was like half a year ago. This past October. Wait a minute. I have no idea. My sister ran the marathon in Chicago. It was either half a year ago or it was a year and a half ago. This is like sad that I have no clue. But I had the opportunity to go, but I never did. But I think now I probably would go because I'm trying to enter this new phase in my life where I take advantage of um, where I take advantage of um, opportunities more. I'm trying to have more fun and live life more. So I think if the opportunity came up again, I would take it. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Hi, wifey. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Let me know. I'm about to piss myself. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm back. Sorry it took me so long, but I decided to make myself a cocktail. I thought it was about time. And I want to celebrate the fact that I actually made a few bucks today. The last few days of tarot reading have been, it's like a dry spell. I haven't made any money. Anyway, but yeah, New England, I don't know why. Um, I mean, I don't know. I've never really been to like a haunted house before. Like there are literally like if you go on Google, you could probably like actually like seek out places that are known to be like super haunted. I would love to go to a place like that. I wouldn't go alone. I would have to go with like at least one or two other people that make me feel safe. But I do want to go to like a place like that. The house I grew up in that my mother still lives in is definitely, I would say, some kind of creepy, weird house. But I don't know if it's really a haunted house or I'm just kind of just traumatized by my childhood. And that's the reason I find it weird and creepy. But I want to go to like a real haunted house and see what happens. But like I said, I want to go with like a couple really fun, good people. But yeah, there's a place in Massachusetts called the Bridgewater Triangle. Bridgewater is a city, or it's like a town or a city in Mass. And the Bridgewater Triangle is an area of land that's known to be like really weird. Not even haunted, like it's just from from what other people tell me and what I've heard like from other people and on the internet is it's kind of like just a zone of it's like an area of land where it's just some kind of metaphysical like free for all because people talk about seeing like bizarre creatures. People talk about seeing UFOs there. People talk about like witches and like spirits. And so it's not even so much like a spirit type thing that people claim to see there. It's like UFOs and like any kind. It just I just think it's an area where just weird, crazy shit happens. Yeah, and you know what? I think the fact that like the sightings that people have there, it's so all over the place. It's not even so much like what I would call demonic spirits or witches or stuff like that. That it's just like all kinds of crazy stuff that people claim. So it kind of makes more sense to me that it's not so much. I think it's almost just some kind of area of land where like people will. I don't know. It's like I don't know because I mean, if it was some kind of if there are aliens and if there are like you know um like spaceships and all that stuff, like it's because there are places I've heard that like people see like UFOs a lot, but it's just UFOs that they're seeing. It's not like ghosts and creatures and spirits and stuff. It's just UFOs. So the fact that there's this area in Massachusetts where people are seeing all kinds of just the wildest stuff that we know as people on this earth, just stuff that is wild and weird, it makes more sense to me that for some reason that's just a place that's an area of land where it's almost like something happens to people when they walk through there that kind of, I think it triggers something that's like almost things that deep inside they believe in, or things that are in the imagination, but that are also sort of tied to their own desires and stuff like that. Because the fact that the sightings there are just so all over the place, wild, it almost, I imagine it's almost some kind of bizarre, like, I don't know, something like that. It's like imaginative type stuff. It's not, but I almost get the sense, but that would be kind of a different story if there were two people that saw the exact same thing at the same time. Then it's like a shared thing. But even though two people are seeing the same bizarre thing at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that the thing they're seeing is actually there. They could both just be on this like same wavelength of something weird. I I don't think I've ever seen a ghost either. I've never seen anything like that. There was one time I saw some kind of strange shadow thing from really far away. I don't know if that was like a ghost or something. Usually, when people talk, like I've heard people talk about seeing ghosts before, and it's always the same thing. They say that it's like almost like a semi-transparent person, and usually they talk about how the person is like almost looks like they're glowing or like holographic or something, is what I've heard a lot of people say. But I've never seen a ghost. There was one time in my whole life I saw some kind of like weird shadow thing. It was me and my two friends. We were at a cemetery in the center of Quincy. There's this little cemetery in the middle of Quincy, and it's really old. There are like presidents that are buried there, like from like 300 years ago or something crazy. And we went there, and I took my phone because I was recording a video for YouTube, and I wanted to catch something weird on camera. So it was like a ghost hunting thing. We went to the cemetery to do ghost hunting, and I wanted to catch something on camera. And I was actually filming at the time, and I was like off in the distance, way off in the distance, behind the fence. It was like one of those chain link fences, so you can see through it. And on the other side of the fence, there was a sidewalk, and it was at night, so the light from the street light was shining down. And I was actually filming at the time, and I just kind of saw it. And it was in the figure of, it was sort of the shape of a person, but it was just a shadow. It wasn't like, I don't know if there's absolutely no way to tell if it was like a man or a woman or something. But it was in the shape of a person, but it was just this like dark shadow thing. And it was clearly like you could see its arms moving as it walked, and it was walking. And it was bizarre because it wasn't like a fleeting thing that I saw in like half a second. I like literally, it was probably like 5 or 6 or 7 seconds of me staring at that and like watching it walk. And then it crossed a telephone pole, but it never came out the other side of the telephone pole. So it was bizarre. And I didn't even record it. I had my phone in my hand, and it was filming. It was filming these two idiots that I was with. And I don't know why I didn't think to just like turn the camera and like catch whatever that was. I think I was in such shock that I actually saw something weird. Like it didn't occur to me to like film it because I was just so surprised that it even happened. It's like I was kind of being bullshitty about it. Like I was kind of bullshitting myself, like, oh, go to the cemetery, let's go ghost hunting. I was just dicking around. I didn't actually think I would see something bizarre. You know? I don't know. Man, I wish I caught that on camera. That would have been sick. Yeah. Ghost hunting sounds fun, but only if you're like with other people. I mean, I've had like weird stuff happen in my apartment when I'm alone, and I just find it creepy and I don't like it. It's horrifying, man. It's terrifying. I'm laughing about it, but it's like not even funny because it just does nothing but scare me. I have a lamp in my apartment. Well, I have like a gazillion lamps in this room. I'm like a freak about that. Um, I love a nice lamp. Um, but one of them, it's the one over there. I can see it now. It's right in front of me, obviously, but it's like a porcelain lamp, and it used to be haunted. So there would be nobody here, but I would hear someone tapping on it. And it was clearly like someone's finger because I could hear like it was their fingernail. Because you know how sometimes, like, if you have a lamp in your room, you know that sound if there's like a clumsy like house fly that's like flying around and it like bumps into the lamp. It's a much softer sound, but like that is kind of a specific sound. But this lamp, it was clearly like a very sharp, kind of deliberate sound. It was like it was definitely someone's fingernail, for sure. It doesn't do that anymore, though. I think I got mad one day and called the spirit some kind of bitch boy or something. I don't know what I said, but it was something mean, and that it hasn't happened since. Can you believe that? And now I kind of miss it because it's kind of nice having a haunted lamp. If anyone ever came over, it'd be kind of a fun trick to show people. Now it just stopped though. It doesn't do it anymore. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. This is my life. It's funny when stuff like that happens. It's really scary, but it does make for good stories to tell other people. Like in the moment, that stuff is just horrifying, but I'm always glad that it happened because it kind of makes for like really cool, like crazy conversations with other people. And usually other people have their own crazy stories about ghosts and supernatural stuff too. I mean, everybody goes through stuff like that. I love hearing other people's stories too. I went on a cruise, and this is cool, I promise. I have a story. I went on a cruise a few years ago by myself, just as like I wanted to spice up my life and I wanted to have some kind of spiritual experience. So I went on vacation alone, and I would always hang out at bars. Literally, it's kind of ridiculous because I went on a cruise for a week. And the cruise ship is full of shit to do. You can go to art shows. You can go to the theater and see all these different shows. You can there's clubs. There's all kinds of stuff to do on a cruise. And you know what I did? I hung out at a bar the entire cruise. And you know what? I had a great time. I had a blast. I also did sometimes I would go to the art gallery and just look at the paintings because every day or like every other day they would switch up the paintings and you could see like new ones. So I did go there like once a day just to kind of look and see what they have. I wasn't obviously going to buy anything because I'm like poor. I couldn't even. It was kind of stupid of me to even go on that cruise because I don't have money like that to spend on like a vacation. But I just, I was being stupid with my money. But anyway, the point of the story is when I was hanging out at the bars, I met a woman named Rhonda. She'll never see this video, but I'm not saying anything bad anyway. So I met a woman named Rhonda, and she was talking about how it was me, Rhonda, and a woman named Renee. And I'm friends with both of those women still on Facebook. So it was me, Rhonda, and Renee, and we were sitting in a smoking room where people can smoke. And Rhonda was telling us about how a few years back she had bought something about angel stuff. I think what it was is she bought a book, and the book came with cards that it's like psychic cards, and it was about angels. See, now I don't even remember. I don't remember what she said. Oh, no, I think I could be getting this story twisted, but I think what she said was she bought these angel cards and this book that came with it. And she started delving into angel work. And like, and as she kind of worked with that stuff more, she started having like visions of the future. What did she say happened? So she said the more she worked with the angel book and the angel cards, it sort of did something to her spirit because she started having visions, even without the cards and without the book. She started having visions of the future. And fuck, I can't even remember what she said now, but it was something awesome. It was fucking awesome. She said that she had a vision of something. I think it was about her son, one of her sons, or one of her children. I think it was one of her sons. Oh, fuck, I need to call her. I need to send her a message just to ask her again what that was. But she said that I don't remember what it was, but it was just, all I know is that it was like crazy. Like it was like wild what she said. All I know is that she predicted something. She had a vision of something really bad happening to one of her children. I think it was one of her sons. And she called him and warned him, I think, not to go to work. Because I think she said that, I know she said exactly what she saw, but I can't remember what her vision was. But I think it was about some horrible thing that was going to happen at her son's job. And she warned him not to go to work that day. And that same day, something really fucked up happened at his job site that probably would have killed him or something. And he didn't go. It's like a game of telephone. that don't even take my word for what I just said, because that story is probably vaguely actually correct. It was something like that. It was wild. It was like one of the best conversations I've ever had to this day. We'll be listening to her talk about that stuff. She also talked about how one time she astral projected. She said the same woman, Rhonda, it was during the same conversation. She talked about how she astral projected out of her body and her spirit went out of her window and saw, I think, a red car when she was in this when her spirit was in the sky. She saw like a red car, I think either at like a red light or a stop sign, something like that. And then she kind of snapped out of it. Her spirit must have gone back in her body, and she said she went to the window and saw the exact car at the stoplight or whatever it was, the stop sign. Cool. Crazy shit. See, I absolutely believe everything she says because I've seen some crazy shit myself. And like, with all the stuff I've been through, a person could tell me the wildest, like craziest story, and I would just believe everything they say. Like if Rhonda had told me all that stuff when I was like 15 or 16, I would have been like, this fucking nut job. What a lunatic. Like I would think she wanted like attention, or she was like desperate for attention, so she's making up like crazy stories. But now, all these years later, having lived through all kinds of crazy stuff myself, I absolutely believe her, and I just know there's nothing crazy about the fact that that happened. You know what I mean? I know that's not, especially with all the wisdom I have now and everything I've been through. I know there's absolutely nothing absurd about stuff like that happening. So. I hear a siren. The police station is right down the street from me, and I hear at least once a day I'll hear like cop cars going down the street. I actually don't even know if that was a cop car or an ambulance. I don't know how to tell the difference. I don't even know what the difference is, if there even is one. I've never paid attention to that. Anyway, oh, by the way, I wasn't ignoring you. You're probably not even here anymore, but you're welcome for the readings. I kind of feel weird about saying that because a lot of the stuff I said to you was kind of, I know it's probably not even what you wanted to hear, but Um, but you're definitely welcome. And thank you very much for the money. I don't even know if you're still here, but if you are, you're welcome. And thank you also. Um, Devian, I'm not doing free readings right now, but I will be doing free readings again in the future. So stay subscribed because I do free readings from time to time. Most days I do it. I offer free readings, but today I'm not. But stay subscribed because I'm going to do it again. You're welcome. Well, I've been live for a little over 2 hours, and I don't really have anything else to do right now. I'm just wondering if I should stay live a little longer. I mean, it's not like I have anything else to do. Might as well stay live for a little while. I have to go to work tonight, which, oh, thank God I got a job. I am so fucking thrilled that I'm working again. I mean, if anyone ever asks me what I do for work, I never mention my YouTube channel because I don't make the only money I make from YouTube is from doing tarot readings in these live streams. And I never really make that much. Like today I made altogether I made $28. But like, and that's like a day if I'm lucky, I'll make that much. So I kind of feel like if I tell someone that I read tarot cards as like work, there's kind of a part of me that feels like I'm lying about it. Um, just because I think if I made a lot more money regularly doing tarot, then I would feel comfortable saying I do that as like a job. But the truth is, I do. It is work that I do. You know, I mean, people can think what they want about me and fucking like what I do, but it is like a real job that I do. I mean, it's kind of like I have my own business, sort of, I start the live stream and the business is open. Like if someone owns a plant shop, they when they open their doors at the start of the day, the business is open. If the business doesn't make any money, it's like there are people that are still like working. Like owning that business is still like your job. You just you are kind of working in a sense, but you just didn't make money. And fucking, I should say, I usually I usually offer everybody a free reading, But if they want more than one question answered, then that's when I start charging people. But I mean, on every live stream, I do a lot of work, I guess. I mean, I serve a lot of people. I usually just don't make much money because I offer the free ones to people. I don't know. I mean, I do make money doing it. Not a lot, but it's still money. So I guess it is one of my jobs when you think about it. I just feel like when I say that to people, I feel like I'm lying. I feel like it's not true. But it is true. I mean, it's definitely true. Today I made $28. I've been live for 2 hours. I've made $28. I mean, I worked. I don't know. What the fuck? Damn it. You know what? From now on, when someone asks me what I do for work, I will say I work at a coffee shop and also I'm a tarot card reader. I'm going to mention the tarot card thing because technically I make money doing it deliberately. Like, it's work. It's a job. Technically, I'm not lying. Really not a lie. Anyway, so I'm feeling better ever since the thing happened to me before the live stream. I'm in a better mood now. The light is shining on me. I feel better. I feel good. Is it raining? Actually, I'm going to check the bus schedule. I'm going to take the bus to work today. You know, the shift I'm working tonight is only 4 hours. So I mean, I could take a lift there, but I don't get paid that much. And to take a lift to and from work only for like a 4-hour shift seems a little nuts to me. And of course, I'd rather take a lift. It's more comfortable and it's just it's such a nicer experience. But it's obviously better, but it's kind of not worth. It'd be kind of dumb of me to take a lift there when I could just spend $1 and take the bus. Okay, there's a bus that's going to come. There's a bus that comes at 1:39. So like a little torn about this. You know, there's a bus that comes at 1:39 and there's also a bus that comes at 2:45. But I start work at 3. If I take the bus at 2:45, I would get there on time. I would be getting there like probably have like 2 or 3 minutes to spare. But God, I don't really see. I don't know. I probably should just take the later one. My fear is always that the bus is just gonna like drive past me. I mean, I start. Oh, by the way, Nimdaya, I live in the United States, the U.S. of A. If I take the 1:39 bus, I'll literally be stepping into my work at like 1:50 or like 1:55, and then that'll mean I'll have to spend an hour. I'll have to be there for like an hour. Um, I don't want to just dick around at my job for an hour. I'd be getting in other people's ways anyway. I'm always afraid if I take the one at 2:45, if the bus just drives past me. See, it's kind of sketchy because if the bus, there's a few things that could go wrong. Either the bus just goes right past me because the driver doesn't see me or something, or there could be something wrong where the bus just doesn't show up at all. Like either the driver didn't show up for his shift, or there was just I mean, there's like a million reasons why that might not happen for me. Um, I don't know. I'll just take the earlier one. You know what? While I'm on that side of town, I'll go over and buy some shoes because I really want to get a pair of shoes. God, do I even want to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I do need to get shoes. I need to get a pair of running shoes. I want to start jogging. Yeah, when the weather gets nicer, I want to start going for like jogs, like maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. I'm thinking like every other day, just go for like a quick mile long jog or something. Kind of nice. Um, Oh, my spell candle just went out. Oh, interesting. I mean, it's not that interesting. It ran out of wax. My little spell candle. I like to have a little spell candle burning um, when I do these live streams. It's a candle that I make um, to set an intention of like having fun, making money, and giving readings that are like accurate. If that, I mean, I don't. It might not even be necessary to do something like that, but it makes some kind of weird sense to me, and it's kind of just a lovely thing to have there. This is it. Gone. Actually, while there's some downtime in the chat room, I'm gonna pull 3 cards just to see how my work experience is gonna go today. I want to get a sense of, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just get a sense. I'm gonna pull 3 cards to see how my work is gonna go today. Will things go smoothly? Will it be super bumpy? Well, not that great. Tough day at work. Not the worst, but a little rough. Yeah. Although, the type of place that I work at, I shouldn't expect anything else. I mean, this sounds about right. Oh, I'm actually working with someone different. There's the person I'm working with tonight. I don't think I've ever met him before. I was looking at the schedule and I think it was a man's name. So I think it's a guy. I mean, for all I know, it's like some child or something. They hire people there that are like 15 years old. Oh God. I'm hoping it's like a grown man, so I can, because I mean, I don't spend my whole shift like chatting with my coworkers because I have like stuff that I want to get done. But I do kind of think it's nice to chit chat here and there, like a little bit, just to kind of keep a friendly energy going and kind of make it feel nice. It's kind of odd though if it's some like 14 or 15-year old, like they're not gonna even. I don't really. They're not gonna want to talk to me because they see me as like some old loser man. They see me as some like old weirdo. I also kind of don't want to talk to like basically a child either. Like, oh, and what grade are you going into? You know what I mean, type thing. What do you want to be when you grow up? It's like ridiculous. I'm hoping it's a grown man because I would be kind of delighted to like meet someone new and just kind of just get to know some new person. I will be right back. I'm gonna go make myself another drink. And give me like 1 minute. I'm gonna go make a cocktail. Hi, Miriam. Oh, let me close this door. It's getting cold. Hello. Hi. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm probably gonna get off this computer soon because I have to go start getting ready to leave. But I've been live for like 2.5 hours. What's going on with you? Anything fun today going on? Hi, Aditi. Hello. I'm okay. Um, the job's going fine. It's all right. Actually, I have to go tonight, and I'm leaving in like an hour to go there. Um, I hope I have some clean work shirts. I mean, I know there are shirts I can wear that I have, but there are certain ones that I really, really like, and I want to wear one of those. Okay, I'm open to suggestions. I can't. I looked into Super Chat. I can't do that because my channel isn't successful enough. To be able to do Super Chat, I forget what the things were that I forget what the like the requirements that your channel has to have. I can't do it. I'm like far from being able to do that. No, I think it's not just about how many subscribers you have. You have to have like a certain number of watch time, and there was something else too, some other thing too. I'm not doing free readings right now. I will be doing free readings again in the future. I mean, there's in the future there'll be countless times I do free readings again, but just for this live stream, I'm just trying to make money. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do super chat, but it would nice. It would be nice to have the option. But I think it was like I think I think your video. I you know what it was is you have to have a certain number of hours of watch time, and you have to have a certain number of views for your channel, and like the the amount that they want me to have is like absurd that I would ever have that. I mean, it would for a witchy channel. It would. I mean, I don't know how other people get so successful. I mean, maybe they've been doing it since YouTube was started, but I mean, for me, I don't know. It's like crazy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not super consistent with stuff. I don't, I like, I make videos and I do stuff when I feel passionate about it, or if I'm in the mood. Um, right. Yeah, I live by myself. It's lovely. Getting to live alone is like the best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, I think having a roommate would be cool, but only if I really adored the person. But like, uh, you hear horror stories about people that have like dreadful roommates. You know, fucking horrible. Well, I'm not an introvert. I'm a very extroverted person, but I also don't really have many friends. Maybe I'm so extroverted that people find me annoying. I mean, I do have some friends just to, talk myself up a little bit. I mean, there are people that I talk to and I'm, friendly with, and I enjoy their company, and I'm sure they enjoy my company. But I'm right now in the process of like trying to make more friends. And the friends that I do have, I want to reach out to those people more and to kind of develop more of a deeper relationship with the people that are already in my life. I've been doing that more lately. Yeah, I'm working towards it. I'm gonna try to get out more and be among some nice people more often. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. This was fun, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get dressed and throw some makeup on, uh, and I'm gonna get ready to leave. I think I might also cook something really quickly, just to have something ready for tonight when I get home from work. Something will already be done. Maybe. I don't know if I'll even do that. All right. Thank you, everyone. If you're watching this in the future, I hope that you enjoyed listening to me. All right. Bye.